All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel like always, and quick review for you. Well, not quick, but kind of quick. These two tablets right here, we have the TCL Tab LE to the left, Tab 8 LE, sorry. This one goes for about $15 right now for Metro by T-Mobile. They have a promotion going on where if you have service for over 30 days, basically you can add this for $15. And what end up happens is that at $15 a month, you get unlimited text. Well, certain tablets can text, certain can't, so kind of temper your expectations on that one. But this one has unlimited data for $15. That's how we're going to put it, no hotspot included. On the right side, we have the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. Now, this is a tablet that I'm currently using. It's actually much more expensive than this one, but right now it's going on sale for $25. That's with activation. That's the first month with the tablet, and then again, also $15 a month. Now, this right here is, of course, a Samsung product, as you can see, and this one right here is a TCL product, which, if we're being completely honest here, TCL is not a bad company. The problem is that they really failed with this particular tablet. The TCL 10-inch tablet under Metro is substantially better than this one. I do have that review on the channel if you're interested in it, but for right now, we're just going to compare this two, and I'm going to explain to you reasons why you should buy the Samsung and why you should not, in any way, shape, or form, buy this thing right here. Anyway, let's get right into it. So with the Samsung tablet, which is the more ideal one, first off, let me first off by saying that this is actually a tablet that I use every day when it comes to reading manga. It still does have lag without a doubt, but it's not nearly as bad as, say, the one that you see to the left over here, the TCL tablet. Now this is actually, we're going to give you quick specs. Whoops. 1340 or the 1380, let me double check. 1340 by 800, so the resolution isn't super high or anything like that. You're not getting a super AMOLED screen or anything, pretty bare bones and generic. It does ship with Android 13. Remember, this tablet came out already, but they decided to respec it with same specs, but just better software. So if you do any software updates, it'll ship with Android 13. Once it ships for Android 13, it does the Samsung UI 5.1, which I believe is the current one, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs internally. There is a 64 gig option, but we're talking about Metro by T-Mobile, so you're only getting a total of 32 gigs, which is pretty mediocre if we're being honest here. But again, they're trying to sell you a cheaper product at a reduced price, so you're getting only the 32 gig variant, 8.7 inches, 12 hours of battery life roughly on screen. So if you're just browsing the web, searching the web, doing different things, you're gonna have a pretty decent battery life on it. I can confirm that myself because I use it all the time. You have an 8 megapixel rear camera, 2 in the front, 3 gigs of RAM. There is also a 4 gig variant, but unfortunately it is a 3 gig of RAM tablet, which isn't life or death or anything like that. 5100 mAh battery, and like I said before, 2 megapixel front camera. You have your volume rockers right here. This is the power button. There are no other physical buttons on this tablet whatsoever. Of course, you do have SD card storage if you decide to put more inside of it, so you're good to go there. Trusty old headphone jack at the bottom, and of course your USB-C. So the reasons why I would suggest this tablet as a Metro user is because it just operates a lot smoother and let me get that glare out of here. It's not going to go away. Anyway, it operates a lot smoother and a lot faster than the TCL. The moment that you turn the both on, the moment that you set up the process, just the swiping of the screen, the quality of the screen, everything is just substantially better. So if you're one of those people where you're looking for a tablet to use for every day with email and things, I know some people don't care, but I'm telling you, the Samsung tablet is going to last you longer. It's going to receive more updates. It's from a company that you actually heard of. They decided to actually go ahead and put this thing in like a tablet mode. As you can see, just how it navigates, it's just much smoother. It's a much better experience than, say, this tablet that I'm about to show you in a moment. And you know, with that being said, I like it. Now, obviously it's not high end. This is no iPad. I need people to understand, if you're coming from an iPad, you're not going to like this tablet because of the speeds. Apple tends to have everything optimized a lot better. They use their in-house processors and things like that, similar to like Google, and it's just a flawless experience for the most part. With these tablets, remember, they're like $200. And then because it's at Metro by T-Mobile, you're paying 15, 25 bucks out of store with this particular one. and you own the tablet. That's simple. There's nothing else to pay on it. It's an incentive to go prepaid, which is a pretty good incentive if you ask me, but realistically, temper your expectations. But I do use it for Canva. I use it for YouTube, YouTube Studio, things like that, checking a lot of my information. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, with that being said, doesn't matter if you see this phone number or not right here. It's a tablet. It doesn't make phone calls outside of like Google phone calls. Let's go on to the next tablet. So this one right here is the TCL Tab 8 LE. Now, when you first look at it, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first purchased it, I already knew this was going to be a piece of junk because I actually looked at reviews on it. Now, I already reviewed it on the channel. I still bought it, gave it a chance to say maybe the person that reviewed it, you know, was comparing it to a better tablet in general. No, they were not. If you look at the design, it's a very cheap finish, very cheap design compared to the Samsung. Just give you an idea of, if you don't remember, because you might have skipped this part, this is how the Samsung looks, the cut of the tablet, the body. This is how the TCL looks. Cheap plastic. The charger port, for some reason, is on the top of the tablet where the camera is. The headphone jack is also on the top, which I guess some people would like that, to each their own. There are no buttons on the bottom whatsoever. You do have your, what is this called right here? SIM card tray, where you can add a SD card if you want to. Same with the Samsung. And you have the volume rocker up top and the lock button on the bottom. I don't know why these companies keep making these small lock buttons. It's like you guys haven't learned your lesson. But anyway, as soon as you tap it, you unlock it. Here's the tablet right here. This is how it moves. Now, normally this would be very, very slow. When I go through the settings of the tablet, you see how long it takes for it to load when you're doing certain things. It's a very slow tablet. Now, I've already did a review on this, and I showed it in real time trying to load web pages. It's not a good tablet at all. So specifications, you get 8 inches. The Samsung's 8.7, a little bit bigger. Eye comfort mode, which is basically a mode where the colors can kind of turn like warmish, so it's easier for your eyes. If you notice, when colors are darker, your eyes don't struggle as much, especially when it's bright. We have here basically amplified dual speakers, which it's just dual speakers, nothing special. 2.0 gigahertz quad core processor, 3 gigs of RAM. Now, the reason I didn't mention a processor on the Samsung phone is because, Samsung tablet is because overall it's just a better experience. Everything from web browsing to Facebook to Instagram to YouTube experience, everything plays out better on the Samsung tablet by far. I shouldn't have to explain it to you. When you look at this thing, you can tell that it's cheap just by looking directly at it. And like I always said before, this is not to discourage people from buying what it is that they want. But if you're going for these deals, why would you buy this for 15 and not this tablet, you know, for 25? So it just doesn't really make any sense because the monthly plan is going to be the same amount regardless. So anyhow, see if I can give you more tech specs on this thing. 32 gigs internally. Obviously, nothing special, probably about 20 something or 19 gigs usable. It really depends on the settings. As a matter of fact, let me go into the settings and double check and let you guys know. Where are we right here? See if I could find it. If I can't, I'm not pressed if I can, but I want to try to find it. Here we go, 19.92 gigabytes free. This thing has been factory restored. There's no applications on it. As you can see, there is no data on it. I discontinued this tablet a while ago because the performance was so bad that it wasn't worth the $15 a month, in my opinion. The battery is 4080. I know the Samsung, I think, was 5100 or something like that, so it is higher. And this runs Android 12, but let's just go ahead and double check anyway. Look at the about information. Here we are right here. Yep, Android 12. So believe it or not, the Samsung tablet is an older tablet with better specifications that they rebranded basically with software updates for 2023. They decided instead of coming out with another tablet, they'll just re-release the same one. This, on the other hand, came out after the Tab 10. The Tab 10 is an amazing tablet for Metro compared to this. It's night and day. I'm telling you, I promise you it's night and day, but their price is also night and day between the two. And again, this isn't a... See, I don't want to just say this is absolute garbage, but it is. I don't want to lie to any viewer seeing this. And even if you get offended and you're perfectly fine with this, that's fine if you like it. To each their own. Some people don't have high expectations for their tablets. What I mean by that is this might get you to where you need to be, and this might be your first tablet, so you're perfectly fine with this. But as someone that has dealt with other low-end budget tablets around the same price range, this is one of the worst ones I've ever seen. The only tablet I ever saw that was just as bad as this would have to be the Alcatel Tab 2. That ran better than this one, believe it or not. And that's saying something, and that tablet was terrible. So again, when you put these two together, actually, you know what, I'll save that part next. And I'll just close out this video after talking about these tablets. So in conclusion, again, performance means everything to me. And this is the reason why I say that. Some of you guys might have skipped the rest of the video and decided to go straight to this part, and that's fine too. So let me kind of give you a recap. The Alcatel tablet, specification-wise, they're close to each other in terms of screen size. One is 8.7, one is 8 inches. This is the smaller one. You could tell just by them being side by side that which one is smaller, which one's bigger. You could definitely tell. Samsung has a better software. Obviously, TCL is bare bones generic and not very good. You're getting a Helio A22, 4800 battery, things like that. Nothing special about this tablet whatsoever. You're getting 5100 like we talked about on this one over here. It's just a better experience. $15 out of the store for the TCL, $25 out of the store for the Samsung. Sorry about that, guys. The Pixel has an issue where it overheats if you use it for too long, and I've been recording videos for about 3 hours on this thing, just really testing it, pushing it to the limit. This is the Pixel 6a. I do suggest it, but it does have some faults. But anyway, where I left off, I was talking about the battery size. Realistically, like I said before, even if you decide to buy the TCL tablet for a younger child, it's not going to run the games properly. It might be able to run Temple Run and a few others like that. It doesn't have the internal memory to play more intensive games for anyone that's interested in that. It doesn't have the power to be able to run certain applications. Like it can run Canva, but it's going to run very, very slowly. It's going to lag a lot. You're going to have a terrible time with it. The touch isn't really responsive the way it should be. It's just not a good tablet. And even if you're checking emails and responding or just going onto YouTube and web browsing, again, the experience on this tablet just is not good. And I can't show you it because I don't have Wi-Fi near me. And lastly, it's not connected to anything. So that's that one. Now for the Samsung, the one I suggest, like I said before, it does everything you need it to do substantially better than this one. Though they're both low-end model tablets, it doesn't change the fact that the Samsung still outclasses it practically in every single way. Everything from screen to camera to battery life to software experience. Everything is just plainly better on the Samsung. And the fact that they're selling it for a whopping $25 out of the store, that's after you have 30 days of Metro service. Maybe the plan changes, I could be wrong. But when I purchased it, it hasn't even been a month. Now, I have had this tablet before previously because I reviewed it before, but I decided to get another one because I was tired of using my phone primarily for everything. I was just running the battery down, and I have a Pixel 6a, so the battery life isn't amazing to begin with. And that's the reason why I bought this. I like it. Do yourself the favor, buy the better tablet point blank. I know I made a lot of these tablet videos, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick comparison. I don't even need to pull up applications and really do a really deep dive analysis because this is terrible. I cannot stress enough how terrible this tablet is. This Tab ELE is one of the worst Metro by T-Mobile tablets I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm not exaggerating. And the bad part about this is that this came out after the Tab 10. The Tab 10 is $199 for Metro. Way too expensive in my opinion for new customers. But what I would say is that the Tab 10 is a bigger screen, 10-inch screen, better processor. It just runs substantially better than this. It's like night and day. I don't know why they released this. This is a crime against God to release something this bad. I don't know why they did that. While the Samsung, on the other hand, works pretty good. To me, it's not better than the bigger version of this tablet, but price-wise, come on, it's a no-brainer, $25. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, that's it. Like and subscribe like always, guys, and I will see you in the next video.